What's up, everybody? This is Dr. Zeb, your everyday life coach, and I provide you with practical tools for everyday living so that you can transform tomorrow today. Wow, day 24. We are still dealing with the word persistent. And man, I was reading my journal and my notes, and day 24 of this journey for me was powerful. I got a revelation on this day that I can't wait to share with you. And man, I'm going to connect being persistent to something that so many people do that is going to literally shatter your perspective in a major way. But before we get into that, I want you to like this video. I want you to subscribe to our channel. Do me a favor, do that, because we really could care less about million followers and all that kind of crazy stuff. We really just want to be impactful. We want to be effective. We want to impact as many people as possible. And so every time you hit the like button, it increases the chances that somebody on their casual search sees this video and gets exactly what they need to be successful, exactly what they need to be the best version of them that they can be. And so I want you to like this video, share this video, and even subscribe to this channel if you like this content, and we would be greatly appreciative. Day 24, persistent. Listen, I was reviewing my notes, and man, something hit me on this day. All right, when we talked about yesterday, persisting forward, moving forward, pushing forward, regardless of obstacles, circumstance, not quitting. There's something that happened here on day 24 that I want to share with you, and that's this, and I want to share this with you. When you are really being persistent, persistence will not allow you to settle in any way. I'm going to say this again. When you are being persistent in any area of your life, persistence will not allow you to settle in any kind of way. The sad reality is that so many people have settled for things in their lives. You've settled for jobs, you've settled for relationships, you've settled for marriages, you've settled for where you live, you've settled for where you drive, you have settled for your career path, you've settled for all of these things, and you never really had to. When we fail to be persistent, we oftentimes resort to settling. Why? Because settling is the obvious solution when we give up. Settling is the obvious solution when we cease to try to move forward, and we cease to try to stay focused to go towards our goals and our ambitions and our dreams. And so I'm here to tell you that every time you give up, every time you lose focus, every time you lose a desire to push forward, it's a good chance you're on the brink of settling. And when you are on the brink of settling, you will live a life that is less than meaningful than any other life that you could have ever imagined for yourself. Stop settling. One easy way to stop settling is to persist forward. Don't allow yourself to just take any old thing because you're tired, to just accept any old kind of relationship because you're tired of being hurt, or you're looking at that, especially you ladies, you're looking at that biological clock and you say, oh my God, I'm getting older. I don't know if I'll be able to, have babies or do whatever the things I want to do because of my older age. And so I'm just going to settle for Johnny. I'm just going to settle for Sue, for Harry or Mike. I'm not going to persist forward and really go after the relationships that I want. When you do that, you end up living a life that is far less meaningful than what it could be. And so this thing really hit me like a brick, because I realized in my life that persistence is really the literal will not to quit, give up, or settle. Persistence is literally the will not to quit, not to give up, and not to settle. When you say to me, Dr. Zeb, I'm going to persist through this thing, I'm going to persist through the challenges to get the dream career, you're saying, I ain't going to quit, I ain't going to give up, and I'm not going to just settle for any kind of job or career. Right? When you say, hey, Dr. Zeb, I'm going to persist towards the relationships in my life that I desire, that fulfill me, that are meaningful, that are of substance. You're saying you ain't going to quit. You ain't going to give up. And here's the big one in relationship talk. You ain't going to just settle for any kind of relationship, right? When we say we're operating in persistence, we are simply saying that we are grateful in a major way for our refusal not to give up, for our refusal not to settle. And if you get to that space, I'm telling you, if you get to the space where you refuse to settle, you will find out that it's better for you to be alone than to settle for any kind of relationship. It's better for you to be broke than to just have any kind of money or any kind of income coming from any kind of source. It's better for you to be unemployed. Yeah, I said that. It's better for you to be underemployed than to be employed in a space that is a reflection of what you settle for. Because when we settle, we never get what we deserve. We always get what we take. We always get what we accept. And I want to challenge you today to persist through today, day 2 of persistence, more persistence. As you're journaling and as you're reflecting on this value, I want you to think about ways you can persist forward, that you can focus forward. Think about areas of your life where you can refuse to settle and then make a conscious effort from today forward. Hey, Dr. Zeb, I ain't settling in these areas of my life. These are areas of my life that are non-negotiables, and I refuse to settle for anything less than the best that has been designed for me in those areas. And when you do that, yeah, it's going to be a little tough. There might be some lonely days. There may be some struggling days. But now I'm here to tell you, I'm a living witness that if you wait and refuse to settle, you're going to end up living a life that is far more meaningful and that is far more fruitful than you ever could have imagined. Never settle, and persistence keeps us from settling. You got 2 jobs. 1, I want you to be better today than what you were yesterday. And 2, don't forget what I told you. Now go after it. If somebody